There are several credit reference agencies, Rachel, and Top Service, of course, provides credit reports. So let's not get into a who's is best debate. But I presume you'd agree that reference agency information is vital in effectively assessing the risk represented by potential customers or clients.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I am biased towards Top Service, but using a credit reference agency is really important. And it goes back to that sort of knowing who you're going to be dealing with and establishing their payment trends. Obviously, here at Top Service, we are a perfect fit for anyone within that construction industry.
So you obviously know Top Service reports better than you know some of the others, so let's focus on them. Within a credit report, what are the key elements that a member will see and be able to use?
So when looking at our reports, we've got all live limited companies for Great Britain, and we've got over 1 million sole trader and partnership records. We offer the usual suggested credit limits and scores, but at the heart of our report, it's the trading experiences that make us different to other agencies.
You say trading experiences, Rachel. What are they?
So it's information supplied to us by over 3,000 members of ours, and it's them letting us know who they're dealing with, how they're finding companies, who's paying well, who's paying slow, who's not paying. And that information will be really vital in making credit decisions, because if they're not paying one of our members well, why are they going to be paying you well?
That sounds invaluable, Rachel. And I guess that the positive experiences also open the door to targeting new potential customers or increasing sales to existing ones.
Yeah, we're not just about the negative ones. We encourage all our members to let us know who you're getting on well with. And as you say, that information can be just as useful.
Many agencies have a recommended credit limit. Does Top Service?
Yes, so our suggested credit limit is calculated using an algorithm. So it'll take into account the information filed by the company at Companies House, county court judgments. But again, coming back to trading experiences, they can play a vital tool in us reducing that limit, pulling limits. If our debt recovery team's speaking to a company that tells us they're having cash flow problems, we can take that information and review the limits we're suggesting.
I can see how the real-time nature of trading experiences feeds into limits and makes them really current, up-to-date and effective. Can you think of an example where Top Service member has benefited from the speed with which limits are modified?
Yeah, so if you're just looking at a generic report, sometimes when a company goes into some form of insolvency, it can feel a little bit out of the blue. But if you look at ours and look at these trading experiences, there's a good chance before going into insolvency that company's hit difficulties, struggled to pay people. So members can see that increase in reports of slow and overdue accounts. Off the top of my head, I can think of some of the big ones such as Henry Construction Projects, Squibb Group, where we actually pulled our limits months and months before any official insolvency action was started.
Yeah, and that's such a benefit for all of your members. So I guess the information that you've got is available to anyone who subscribes, and details of all of that can be found on your website.
Absolutely, or give us a call.